Okay, I said there was going to be one more video. I lied. Wanted to show you something here. This is a little bit of a trying to figure out how to cut this 3/16 plate as straight as possible. And I don't have a plasma cutter, so I'm using my cutoff grinder with some cutoff discs. I had one side of this that was factory cut, so I know it was true. So what I did is, because this is the area where the tanks are going to go, there's not going to be any overhang. So what I did is I made it flush along here through a couple of maybe 1-inch beads every about 6-inch or so. What I'm going to eventually do here, because I want this to be a straight edge, is I'm going to use my flapper sander discs. Let me see if I got one here. Yeah. These things work really good with taking metal off and not gouging in and overdoing it. And I'm going to, after I get this all cut, I'm going to take these and smooth these out so this is as square and true as possible. Here's a technique that I'm using to get this cut the way I want it. Now you can see that this cut is jacked up. It's not going that straight. So what I'm going to do is just try to get it as true as I can. I'm running it along this piece of bar here, the scrap bar, and I'm going to cut it all the way down. Then I'm going to take this bar, I'm going to flip it over to the other side, and I'm going to get this, I'm going to square up all my cuts, find out what's exactly square, mark it like I have here. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm going to lay this bar on the inside and clamp it down. I'm going to get that flapper disc and I'm going to come along the edge of this and take off the metal until it meets this bar. If everything goes as planned, that edge should be as straight as this one. And if my measurements and everything are correct, this tabletop should be 100% square, which, in my opinion, a welding table needs to be 100% square. The corners do. And the reason why I say that is for my own personal use, is that I want to be able to use these corners and these edges of this table as a guide when I'm trying to square up whatever the hell I'm doing. Something like this would have came in really handy when building this cart, because I could have used it to square everything up along those edges without having to use T-squares and, you know, carpenter squares and whatnot to try to get everything right. So it just helps speed up the process if your table is square and you're able to use those edges. So anyways, next video will be the last video. I just wanted to show you this because I thought it was helpful if you're trying to build something like this. Just that technique, like I said, I'll flip this over, make sure that cut is straight, use that flapper disc to take off any of the jagged edges and bring it flat with the edge of this bar. That should square that up and make that edge real nice and tight, just like this one is. Yeah, that's it for now. Table's coming along great. I've got about 15 minutes before I got to leave and go pick up my fiance. And there it goes, my camera wasn't focusing. So that's it. See you next time.